It's the festival of color. The air is filled with the smell of frying sweets and the sound of laughter. People are running around with water guns and balloons, and everyone is covered in vibrant powder. What is going on here? This is Holi, India's biggest holiday, and today we're going to tell you all about it. If you're new here, hi, we're on a mission to make history come alive. And one day before we start, just a heads up, this video contains flashing images that might be triggering for some viewers. So if that's you, please skip this video or watch it at your own risk. Thanks for understanding. Now let's dive in. We'll begin by answering the what is Holi part of the equation. Holi is a Hindu holiday celebrated mainly in India, Nepal, Mauritius, and some parts of Indonesia. It usually falls in March and celebrates the arrival of spring. But more importantly, it's a celebration of good over evil. To understand how we got here, though, we need to go back to ancient times and meet two very important people in the story of Holi. First, there was Hiranyakashipu, an evil king who ruled over the Solar dynasty. He had a son named Prahlad, who was an ardent devotee of the god Vishnu. Now, these two weren't exactly close because, well, Hiranyakashipu wasn't much of a fan of this whole good over evil thing. In fact, he thought his own brand of evil was kind of misunderstood and tried to convince Prahlada to see things his way. To prove his point, he even took Prahlada to a cave where the demoness Holika lived. She had a special cloak that made her immune to fire, so she volunteered to do what Hiranyakashipu wanted. Her plan: trick Prahlada into sitting on a funeral pyre with her and then kill him. But Prahlada wasn't really feeling that plan. So Holika tried a different tactic, putting Prahlada into a blazing oven instead. Now again, you would think this would have been the end of our young friend Prahlada. But no, because legend has it that when Holika opened the oven, she found Prahlada unharmed, but she herself had turned to ash. The next day, the citizens of the kingdom gathered to light their own funeral pyres, not realizing that Holika had already been defeated. When the king jumped into the fire, though, he was immediately consumed by flames and died. Prahlad, of course, survived unscathed and eventually became a great ruler. And to commemorate this victory of good over evil, the people began celebrating the festival of Holika, which later came to be known simply as Holi. So now we know why Holi is celebrated. But what happens during the celebrations? Well, quite a bit. Holi starts on the night before the main event. This evening is called Holika Dahan, or the burning of Holika. People build giant piles of wood and light them on fire, symbolizing the death of Holika and the triumph of good over evil. Some also burn old, damaged or evil things, like old furniture or even old family feuds. During the burning ceremony, people sing and dance and tell stories about the legend of Holi. Once the fire is lit, they circle around it and pray for the destruction of evil in their lives. They also throw flowers and sweets into the flames, which is a big deal because throwing things into fire is normally a bad idea. After the bonfire, people head home to sleep, dreaming of a future full of color. The next morning, they wake up early to get ready for the main event. This is the day when everyone gets together and throws colored powder at each other and plays with water guns and balloons. Beforehand, though, there's one more important tradition to uphold. Everyone has to take a few moments out of their busy day of throwing things at each other to pay their respects to elders in the community. Usually this involves gifts of colored water and sweets. And once that's done, the real fun begins. The colored powder used in Holi is made from flowers, plants and minerals, and each color has its own special meaning. White is often used to represent peace and unity. Yellow is for wealth and prosperity. Green is for nature. Red is for love and blue is for freedom. People cover each other in colors as a symbol of unity and brotherhood, and nobody is safe, no matter how high up they are. Throwing colored powder and water from a height is considered particularly hilarious, and a common pastime during Holi. Regardless of age or social status, everyone is fair game. including the local leaders. In fact, it's especially funny when powerful people get hit with colored powder. This playful rebellion is seen as a way to remind those in power that they too are just human. Children get into the action as well and aren't afraid to aim for any adult who stands still long enough. They also use small catapults to fling colored powder at unsuspecting passersby. If you want to avoid getting it, your best bet is to lie down on the ground and protect your head, which is what many people do. Unfortunately, there's another activity involved that makes lying on the ground a bad idea. As soon as someone lays down, the other kids start throwing water balloons at them. So if you want to hide from the powder, you got to watch out for the water. Amidst the chaos of flying objects, people still manage to make time for music and dancing. The most popular Holi song is Holi, and you'll probably hear it everywhere. Speaking of music, did you know that Holi inspired the iconic song A Whole New World? Well, Disney animator Glenn Keane traveled to India and experienced Holi firsthand, and the experience stuck with him. Years later, he wanted to capture the energy of Holi in the song A Whole New World for the movie Aladdin. Fun fact, the song's original title was actually an entire world. He changed it to A Whole New World to make it rhyme, and the rest is Disney magic. Of course, while all this flying powder and water sounds like fun, it can also be pretty dangerous. People can go blind if they get powder or water thrown directly into their eyes. Because of this, people tend to wear protective eyewear during Holi celebrations. You might also notice that everyone is wearing white clothes during Holi. This isn't just so that the colors show up better. It's also a way to symbolize purity and unity. After everyone's had their fill of powder and water, it's time to clean up. Now, some historians say that Holi is the only holiday where people from different backgrounds and religions come together. During Holi, differences seem to fade away. People forget their worries and just enjoy being part of the celebration. However, the roots of Holi are firmly planted in Hinduism, and the holiday has played an important role in Indian culture for centuries. Non-Hindus are welcome to join in the festivities, but you don't have to be Hindu to celebrate Holi. Today, Holi is celebrated all over India, but it started in the northern state of Rajasthan. This is where you'll find the town of Barsana, which holds the largest Holi celebrations in India. Every year, people from all over India and the world travel here to witness the festival in all its glory. Now, every Holi celebration is different. In some places, people play with only dry powder. In others, water balloons and water guns are the main attraction. Some people prefer to use organic dyes, while others opt for chemical ones. No matter how people celebrate, though, the true spirit of Holi remains the same. A celebration of life, color, and the triumph of good over evil. And we hope you enjoyed learning about it with us. Hey, if you like this video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more fun history videos. And if you have your own channel, we'd love to hear about it. Share the link in the comments below. We're always looking for awesome channels to check out. Thanks for watching.